44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I said it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Nigga, I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy, you PK top, dawg. Certified road runner, I'ma turn that Ecoline van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in that attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock until I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real.
When Westworld,
let's get it.
gon' be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make war. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Skimmer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the peace loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man, that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing times, wasting steady pace, and you off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But there's power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason, got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest. They gon' judge me by my increase, and I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have a deep squad. Been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West World, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in they face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we half, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drought.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
One Westbrook.
Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Handle lights and teddy bears, I'm trying to leave your block romantic. Flicking off the hip, I leave the scene looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld, best believe we not gon' stand it. Titties on a drum, the stick figure looking outstanding. Rip his top with the hands of the Lord, call that God tears. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas, so let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT, I tell them God did. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me that's suicide. Of course I sound cocky to a glizzy eater, fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode. I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. Don't wanna be like Ye or Kyrie, they wanna be like I. She said she lost until she found me, and then she found a tribe. And then I make a bout face until she called me out of wine. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problems, and I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Half moon with a silencer, make it sound like a howl. We the shit, we about movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on the beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. There goes you for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jake up, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. That's why I show up the court with jeans on, I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite, I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it. You converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for you. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back quick with a smile, nigga.
If you
just don't understand the connection that we have with the colored people. In other words, we work with them and they work with us. And we're not going to take him and push him off somewhere just because we could do it.
You tell these people that's what I've been telling them right here. Had we been your friends for years?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Had we worked more of them than anybody in this country?
Yes, sir. Sure have.
Right. You got hungry, we give you something to eat, don't we, Bill?
Yes, sir.
And his name is Billy
Weatherly. Billy Weatherly, that's right. No relation now, but he's a Weatherly, right? How about him, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Try that name, Mr. Bill.
I expect that name came down
Try
through
that
slavery
name,
time.
Mr. Bill.
Yes, sir.
Billy Weatherly.
Yes,
I think
sir.
everybody up there look like Weatherly.
Yes, sir.
How many people
Bill,
believe it is here in Pine Hill tonight at 12 o'clock you could go ask them for help and they wouldn't help you?
I am, but what?
Bill, if you got in trouble, who'd you go to, the white or the black? Tell the truth now.
That's the best word you had, Bill, because put them on the spot because there ain't no color folks in. You don't want to be embarrassed right by yourself. But is there anybody here that wouldn't help you, Billy?
No.
We have always got along fine with the niggers. We never mistreated them. And there's no complaints. And they are all happy.
Right, all colored can get ahead if you're willing to pay the price.
Yes, sir.
The price is willing to do out a lot of things you think you got to have and work like the dickens.
How long you been working with PG?
Let me see. I don't know so exactly, but it's been might be 20 years, I'm married.
Good folks, ain't it, Bill?
Yes.
Stayed sick a long time. They put you on a job that you could stay on, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
Stand for a cigarette.
Yes.
Did I treat you and your dad and your brother at all when you lived with me over there? Did I treat you right?
Yes, sir.
I went more than halfway with you, didn't I?
Sure did. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I did, too.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it post shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boast shit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on stopping, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it post shit. Hey! One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling
like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a Kai. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it costs shit. See me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit.
All right. Yeah. It's just Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out in West Harlem, New York, under Commander General Hanna. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible that we, the so-called Black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Indian peoples, are the lost tribes, are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. We are the Israelites. Our identity has been taken from us, because of our disobedience, of our sin. We lost our heritage, we lost our identity, we lost our name. We don't even know who we are today. We run around calling ourselves like, look, I was just over here watching at my slavery, watching Boondocks and some of the bywords that they were in this one particular episode. I never even heard of us being called moon crickets, but they said moon cricket. I never even heard of that. I'm like, yo, they have some bywords that we are called by. Look, and we're everything but a child. You ever heard that saying? They call you everything but a child of God, and that's true. They call you everything else but Israelite. They would label you as anything else but that. So in tonight's class, we're going to be talking about the key to life. What is the key to life? Does anyone know what's the key to life? And it ain't money, power, respect. Please don't say that, because that ain't it. It's much more simpler than that. But we try to make it so hard. Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, Baba Kasha. We're going to start off in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. We try to make it so hard. We make it so hard for ourselves because of our tendency and our nature, the sin nature that's within us to want to go sin. We battle in that nature every day. Every day you wake up, you got to make sure you're ready to fight this war, because you're going to be fighting. You got to resist some temptations. You're going to have to do. You got to guard your mind, because they're going to be throwing stuff at you left and right. Every commercial you see, every TV show you see is going to have something that will try to tempt you to become what they are. And friendship of the world is enmity with God. Look, we're gonna get into them scriptures later, but let me get that in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, Balkashah, if you will. Yeah, you can read it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right. So this is King Solomon. King Solomon was blessed to be the wisest man to ever walk. The Most High said, because you didn't ask, when Solomon when Solomon was made king, the Most High asked Solomon, what do you want? And Solomon just said he just want wisdom to judge his people, the Most High's people. And the Most High said, because you didn't choose to be rich or and didn't do long life and then all this other stuff, you know, you're gonna get all that with what I'm gonna give you, you know, and that was wisdom. The book of Proverbs, book of Ecclesiastes, the Song of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, all these books are examples of the in not examples, but there is document the wisdom that King Solomon had, and the Most High preserved these scriptures, even in the hands of our enemy. The Most High preserved these scriptures to be delivered unto us this day, so that we can have the same wisdom. Go ahead.
You know what's so heavy about that, if I may?
Go ahead. Yep.
When I was in the Christian church, right? Coming out of the Christian church, even like in it and coming out of it, I used to always say that.
Mm-hmm.
I want wisdom. I want wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I want wisdom. Good night. Then come One West, ISUPK, under Commanding General Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got that wisdom, I wasn't prepared for that.
Right.
I wasn't prepared for this wisdom. I wasn't prepared to understand that I am the chosen people. I am the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And so much came with that, because in the Christian church, that's to say you're born again. That you just say it, but you continue to sin. You continue to do the things that you did in the world.
Right.
But now, when I asked for that wisdom and I got that wisdom and understanding, so much came with it.
Damn
so
right.
much came with it, the understanding that I'm an Israelite. And
Damn
now I
right.
have to start to continue to, I have to start practicing the righteous acts.
Right.
And I never knew. And just like Christians today, they don't know that. They don't know that they have to practice the righteous acts.
Right. Yeah.
You know, they have no clue. They feel like they've been taught that you're a sinner and you're going to continue to sin, and you just keep on moving.
Damn right. Yep. And that's the Christian church. That's the doctrine of Christianity. You know, there's no accountability, and there's no unity. There's no brotherhood. There's no sisterhood. It's just absent of everything that you need to establish a righteous society, a righteous kingdom, a righteous nation under the Most High. Go ahead.
Because this is a heavy topic right here. Right?
Go ahead. Yep. Mm-hmm.
When you talk about coming into this truth, that brotherhood is very vital.
Right.
Because that brother that I didn't like, that guy that I didn't like that looked like me next door, I gotta forgive him now.
Damn right.
You know
You definitely do. Right.
I gotta forgive that brother now, and I wasn't prepared for that neither.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you're not prepared to do the things that, because we're conditioned in this world, like the conditioning lasts years upon years upon years of conditioning in this world that to be a certain way. And when you learn the truth, it goes directly opposite of what everything that you've been conditioned to do, everything you've been conditioned to think, everything you have been taught, everything is contrary to the Most High. It's contrary to the God of this Bible, because those that are in control of this world, they don't want you to come back and obey, because that's the key to life right there. Obedience is the key to life. I'm gonna give you the answer right now. The obedience is the key to life. That's the topic. That's the topic. And without your obedience, look, you're gonna be cast out. You're gonna be disregarded. So you must obey. That's finish reading that verse, Baba Kashad. Salaki. Finish reading that verse.
Come.
Start over from top, Baba Kashad.
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Mm-hmm.
Fear God.
What?
Fear God.
Fear God. Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. Fear God and keep his commandments. Because what?
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's the whole duty of man. And I believe when you look up that verse and you look up man in that verse, that verse will come up. That a man will come back to Adam, which will be used for mankind. You can find that word in the book of Genesis too. That's why when you get in the book of when you start reading the Bible, people get confused right off the bat because, like in the Hebrew language, one word can mean a couple of different things. So you have to use context. You have to be you have to go. You may have to go here a little and there a little, as the scriptures teaches us to get understanding of what the scriptures are saying. You may have to go here a little and there a little, because that's how that's how these scriptures are written. That's how Most High told us we're going to get understanding. That's how we're going to get understanding. That's how the Most High teach. He teaches just like that, metaphorically, because we have to pass these scriptures up. We have to find 2 or 3 witnesses to agree that that scripture is talking about that, because Ezekiel saying the same thing that Moses said in the book of Genesis right here. That's the same thing. It must mean that. Oh, in context, it must mean this. And that's what Christian church lack. They lack putting things in context. If they would just slow down a little bit and reading comprehension is very, very important. We have to read and comprehend what we're reading in order to get an understanding. And most importantly, you have to be taught. You have to humble yourself to be able to be taught by the priests and prophets of the Most High. And they are found right here in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. And since 1969, man, we have been opening up schools. We have schools all over this country and all over across the pond. We have schools in London. We have schools on the islands. We have schools in Haiti, Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica. Where else we have schools? We have schools all over. And that's what the purpose of this is to bring us back to ourself, our identity. Wake us up. Hey. You're not that. You're not no moon cricket. What are you doing? Wake up. You're an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go to let's get Second Ezra. You got a pocket for over there? Yeah. Second Ezra, chapter 9. Second Ezra chapter 9. Starting with verse starting with verse 18.
Come. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
And that when I prepared the world.
Right. So this is before the book of in the book of Genesis. The first thing that we read is in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Right. So this right here is talking before that. Go ahead.
Which was not yet made.
Right. It wasn't made yet. The world wasn't made yet. This world wasn't made yet. Go ahead.
Even for them to dwell in that now lie and
that now live. Mm-hmm.
No man spake against me.
So what this angel is telling Ezra is that, look, before your world was even under construction, nobody questioned the Most High. Nobody questioned. Everybody obeyed his directives, his voice. Everyone obeyed. No one questioned his orders. There was no. Look, this dispels that whole. There was a war in heaven. That whole understanding that there was rebellious. There was somehow some angels that rebelled. One chief angel that rebelled. This is the Christian doctrine here. Right. It's foolishness. There was one chief angel that rebelled, right? And then he was able to convince a third of the other angels that God wasn't like this is the story of Christianity. This is what they believe. This is what they have been taught from generation to generation. And once we learn the truth of the matter, it's hard. Look, it's hard to imagine anything else because you've been imagining that thing for so long. But it's a lie. And it's time that we throw all them lies away and grasp a hold to this truth that's being laid down, that's being spewed out by the priests and prophets of the Lord. Because now in these last days, look, we're knocking on the door to World War III right now. And this it's high time to awake out of sleep. It's high time to awake out of sleep. And you listen, we don't have time to be dilly-dallying. We got to get it right. Look, the Most High is merciful. You know, Yahushua is merciful. His love and his mercy and his patience is long. His long suffering is like it's up there. You understand? But it doesn't last forever. Like this grace period that we're under doesn't last forever. It's only for a period of time. If any of you had a cable bill or electric bill, you had that grace period. It doesn't last forever. Sooner or later, they're gonna come a knocking, and look, you got to come up with that cash or something. Something gonna happen. Either way, this is the reckoning right here. All right, some lines got to get crossed right here. All right, so like we're saying, this is the this is very, very important for us as Israelites that we adhere to these words and obey them, because the Most High didn't preserve these words, this book, this Bible, our record, our history for nothing. He preserved this stuff for us to become alive, and just like we're doing right now, like this thing, this awakening, this mass awakening that's happening right now. Look, everybody is viewing this thing as different stuff, but we have the truth. We know what this is. We know what's going on. I'm watching different videos. You got different TikTok videos, right, where people are asking like, what's going on here lately? There's been like a surge, and they're just trying to figure out the world that they're living in, right? And I'm sitting back and I'm like, man, as an Israelite, you can see this is just Bible prophecy coming to pass. This is Bible prophecy. This is the words of the Lord coming to fruition right in front of our face, you know. And we don't realize, and we don't really connect the two. We allow that to be stuck, to just be strung out there without really connecting the two dots. You understand? And we have to connect those. We got to connect all those dots so that we can know that we're living in these last days. And now that we're living in these last days in time, look, it's time. It's high time that we stop playing. It's high time that we start giving our focus, giving our attention, giving our love to the Father, giving our love to Yahushua, our King. You understand? And to give our love to Him means that we have to obey His words. We have to obey what He says. You somebody say something? Go ahead.
No, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 18.
Ecclesiasticus. All right, we're in the Apocrypha. Let me get it real quick. You said Ecclesiasticus, what?
Chapter 19
and 18. All right, go ahead.
The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of Him.
Read that again.
The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted
That's the
of Him.
First step. Finish it out.
And wisdom attaineth His love.
That's the first step to be accepted of the Most High. Is you got to fear the Most High. Most High ain't gonna give His wisdom, His understanding to someone that's just gonna be careless with it. You're not gonna honor it, not gonna fear it like he should. You know what I'm saying? That wisdom is not preserved for fools. Go ahead, Adawan.
You know what's so heavy about that? When and once again, the Christian church, when they say fear the Most High, they really don't understand what that means.
Right.
They really don't understand that when he talking about fear the Most High, and even when he talking about his love, that's talking about following his laws, his statutes, and his commandments.
That's it.
You know, we that's the missing piece that the Christian church always miss. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go through the scriptures and you see that they fear the Lord,
right?
I mean, they follow the Lord's laws.
Right.
Christians are the only ones that say they love the Lord, but they don't do nothing he said.
Nothing.
They don't follow nothing he said.
Right.
They can't even follow the least of the commandments.
The least.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can't even say, okay, well, I'll eat. They'll say, I'll eat a little bit of swine because I'm good, but I love the Lord. But you can't follow the least of those commandments. So to fear the Lord is not just having a manly fear of what he may do to you. Fearing the Lord it comes along with what he'll do to you because you're following those laws, statutes, and those commandments.
Right. Damn right. And what he said was heavy because look, what's one of the stars of the Christian church, one of their representatives, what's one of the things that he says? Like he's teaching his people. He says, if you keep the commandments, you're sinning. Even the Big Ten. What's it's Creflo Dollar, right?
Right.
One of the stars of the Christian community. One of their stars. This is one of their go-to men.
Right.
You had Creflo, TD Jakes. They're at the top of their game, and in their ignorance, they can spew out something as dumb as that. You know, like, huh? So what? So God does change. So he can lie. So like you don't realize what the gravity of what you're saying when you say stuff like that, because then you have to answer the question, because scripture says, well, God says he cannot lie. He's not a man that he should lie. So is he lying right here when he says, thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not this, thou shalt not that, thou shalt not this? Because Creflo said even the Big Ten, that he's teaching his congregation of thousands. I don't know how many people's in Creflo's church, but I can imagine he's got what they call a mega church. So him, TD Jakes, all them, I'm sure with their greedy asses, they're going to make sure capacity is above 1,000 because they want tithes, offering, and they're going to pass that plate a couple times during the service, because we got this other service that's coming up afterwards. We got this lawn service, we got the tent service, we got the shed service, we got all kinds of services that they come up. They just manufacture different services just so that they can pass that offering plate around, because that's their God. Money, you know, and they would do anything and everything to obtain it, even lying on God. And you can see that so clear. Go ahead.
I just wanted to, all right, so I get Creflo Dollar. It says Creflo Dollar, this is just in one church. This is the one that he has in Atlanta, Georgia.
He got more than one church?
Kind of. But this is just the one. He got over 30,000 members.
In one church?
In one church.
God, dog. I really lowballed him then. I said 1,000. It got played. Is he in a stadium? Like, what is he teaching out of? Like, what's it? 30,000 members. It can't be in. It can't be in one spot.
It says Dollar is the founder and pastor of the World's Changers Christian Church International in Georgia, which has about 30,000 members.
Capacity. Wow. That's a big church. That's what they call a mega church. And this is what these prosperity pastors like to do. They like to teach and try to look. They want to expand their building so that they can get as many fools in there. They can pile as many dummies in there as they can, because they know that through the suffering that we're going through here, we're going to cling on to this doctrine, that we're going to cling on to these words that we are spewing. And when they know that full well that they are spewing nothing but lies, they are not breaking down this Bible the proper way. They are not teaching the children of Israel properly. They're not even teaching God's people that they are God's people. They teaching they saying everybody. They're just making it blanket. Everybody's everybody. Everybody's everybody's an Israelite. Everybody has the opportunity to become an Israelite. All you got to do is accept Jesus and ask him to forgive you for your sins, and you're saved. Bam, there it goes. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's real easy, fellas. It's real easy. All you have to do. Just make sure you get that prayer in before you take your last breath, and you're one-way ticket to heaven. As soon as you open your eyes, you're going to see the same people that was oppressing you here on earth. So you're expected to see them, have them greet you? Like what's the expectation of this thing here? It just don't make any sense. That's why Christianity is that lie that have just covered this planet and that's overcome our people viciously with this lie, and it's knocked us on our heel. You know what I mean? We don't know whether we're coming or going because we've been infected by this lie. This feeling of, oh, I got to have some type of kinship with this Edomite because God loves everybody. You see the confusion? So when it's wartime, it's not really wartime because you got hesitation. You're hesitant and you don't know and have a surety of what you're supposed to do because you just refuse to obey God. You refuse to obey what God says. You refuse to believe what he has written, how we're supposed to be separate. Go ahead, Meatball. What you got? What you wanted? You had your hand up? Oh, okay. No sweat. No sweat. Keep reading. We're going to go down to 22.
No. So the second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 19.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Slaki. Was that scripture in Ecclesiastes done?
No.
Ecclesiasticus? No, Slaki. Go back to that and finish that out. Slaki.
No. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him.
Mm-hmm.
And wisdom attaineth his love.
Mm-hmm.
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
It's the what?
Doctrine of life.
It's the what?
Doctrine of life.
Listen, man, these commandments are the doctrine of life. Right. This is how you live. This is the key to life. These commandments. It's just not the instruction, it's the obedience. It's the act of obedience that completes it. All right. Keep reading. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. That's a heavy precept right there. The water. That's a heavy precept right there. That was Ecclesiastes. If y'all are home and writing it down, that was Ecclesiasticus chapter 20.
Chapter 19.
That's chapter 19. All right. Chapter 19, verse 18 and 19. All right, so let's get back to Second Ezra 9. Where did you stop at?
19.
Got it. Good. All right, you got it.
Come. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 19. For then every
Salaki. I'm Salaki. Sorry for that. So, read verse 18 all the way through, yeah, and then read into 19.
And that when I prepared the world, which was not yet made, even for them, to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me.
Mm-hmm.
For then everyone obeyed.
This is before. So this goes into what I was saying about that doctrine of fallen angels and how that can't be true, because right here the angel is telling Ezra, look, before the world was even made, look, everyone obeyed before. No, but we didn't have this. We didn't have this problem of disobedience. You understand? We didn't have this problem. This came with Adam. You understand? Because everyone obeyed. Everyone did what they're supposed to do. You understand? Go ahead, read.
But now the manners of them which are created in this world.
All right, Adam, go ahead.
That is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed.
By what?
Perpetual seed.
By a perpetual seed. And what?
And by a law which is unsearchable with themselves.
So what they saying is, like that law that we received, they ain't want nothing to do with that. Well, it's the same thing that repeats throughout history. You've seen it very clearly when the Most High delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt. This was demonstrated very clearly when the children of Israel made the calf of the golden calf, all right, and worshiped the golden calf. They didn't want look. They rid themselves of the laws of God, and they went back to doing what they was used to doing, which serving idols, serving stuff that could profit them nothing. You understand? And when the Most High wants to, all the Most High wants is your obedience. That's all he requests is your obedience. Choose life. All right. What verse was that?
Verse 19.
Keep reading.
Verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was a peril because of the devices that were come into it.
These different inventions and stuff like that has come into the world has brought peril. Like look at the A-bomb. When that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that really shocked the world. Like that put the fear of America in the whole entire world, because nobody wanted to become the next Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Nobody wanted to become the next victims of America, of their brute strength and their brute brutality, and their it's just like they have a level of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think I can find a word that's strong enough for this devil and how he operates. They got a level of hatred, man, that's just so far beyond what we can even imagine. And they have the gift of making weaponry for war and stuff like that because they have the gift of the sword. They've been blessed with the gift of the sword. So we have to have the Lord on our side. We have to let the Lord fight our battles. We have to let the Lord destroy them. With a real tiny bug called the coronavirus, it can shut the whole world down. And we've seen that happen in 2020. We've seen a small little bug called the coronavirus shut the whole world down. Shut the whole world. First time ever. The whole world shut down. We can't look back in history when everyone was in one accord to just no. All right, we're going to shut it down. We're going to do what you call it, social distancing. and they really put a halt to everything. You understand? Because that fear was across the whole globe. You understand? And that same fear is what it's not that exact same fear, but a fear even more intense and greater than that is what the Most High impresses upon these other nations when he fights for us. Just like he fought for us when he delivered us out of Egypt. He said he's doing this so that his name can be, his fame can be abroad amongst all the nations, that the Most High is a terrible power. You understand? He ain't nothing to be fooled with. He ain't nothing to be played with. He ain't nothing to be joking around with. Look, he's the real deal. You understand? You can't be playing with the Most High. It's either his way or look. You're either going to do it, you're not going to do it. But what is it? What is it? Because there's no fence straddlers, there's no fence riders here. You can't be in the middle. You can't play the 50. You can't do that. You got to choose a side. And the Most High asks us all the time, choose ye this day whom you will serve. Who are you going to choose to serve? Are you going to choose to serve the Most High, with these laws, these righteous laws and commandments that puts us above and it separates us from these other nations that are in the world, or we're gonna serve and try to be like the rest of the world. It's our choice. It's a simple choice. What's it gonna be? Go ahead, finish that out. We're gonna read it down to verse 22.
Verse 21. And I saw and spared a great.
And spared it greatly. Go ahead.
And have kept me a great of the cluster.
That's the Israelites.
And a plant of a great people.
That's the Israelites, right?
Verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. And let my grape be kept and my plant. For with great labor have I made it perfect.
Right. Read that 22 again, Baba Kasha.
Let the multitude perish then.
Let the majority of them perish then. Let them die. Let them perish. That's what perish means. It means that they're gonna pass away. All right. They're gonna die. Let the multitude perish so that what?
Which was born in vain. And let my grape be kept.
Let my grape be kept. In order to keep that grape, you have to maintain it. You have to do some work. All right. You have to water it. You have to make sure there's no weeds around it. You got to nurture it. You got to clean it. You got to do all sorts of things to make sure that this grape is kept so that it's clean. You understand? We got to fight off everything that's trying to latch on to us and weigh us down and try to come into heaven some other way besides the way that Christ has laid out. No, that ain't happening. Christ even said, anybody that try to come any other way is a thief and a robber. If you ain't coming by Christ, if you ain't coming by Yahweh Shai Mashiach, you are not coming the right way. You're not coming correctly. You're not coming at him right. All right, you need to check yourself. You need to get it together because he is. Look, yeah, Janet. Because he is. There's only one way to get to Yahushua, and he's not changing. He's not gonna budge from the right hand or the left hand. He's not gonna budge from what the Most High told him to do. Drop that real quick and give me let me see if this is the right one. Give me John. It's in the book of John. John chapter I want to make sure it's saying I'm thinking of it, but I want to make sure this is saying what I'm thinking of. Well, it's exactly, but it's close to it. Give me John chapter 12. Start with verse 44.
This is the book of John, chapter 12 and verse 44. Yahushua cried and said, he that believeth on me, believeth not on me, but on him that sent me.
Right. So Yahushua here is directing the attention to who deserves the attention, which is the Father. All right, keep reading.
And he that seeth me, seeth him that sent me.
Mm-hmm.
I am come a light into the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness.
Right.
And if any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not. For I came not to judge the world, but to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
He that rejecteth me and receiveth not my words, have one that judgeth him. The word that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last day.
Right. Speaking of the Most High, go ahead.
For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me.
Let's read that again.
For I have not spoken of myself.
Right. Yahushua is saying he ain't speak of himself. When he came on this earth, he didn't speak of himself. He didn't speak the things that came to his mind. He didn't do his own will. Keep reading.
But the Father, which sent me, he gave me a commandment, what I should say and what I should speak.
The Father told him what he should say and what he should speak. He was obedient even unto death on what he should say and what he should speak. You understand? That's why Yahushua is the only way that we can go through. This is the only way to the Father. This is the only mediator between God and man. You understand? This is why we don't have to, because those sacrifices wasn't doing anything anyway, but well, they wasn't enough to suffice. That's why we don't sacrifice the blood of bulls and goats anymore, because Yahushua is that perfect sacrifice. You know, because that blood of those bulls and goats didn't satisfy the Most High. It could never satisfy the Most High, because we disobey his word, you know, and he takes that seriously. He don't take that lightly. He don't take disobedience lightly. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You're going to reap what you sow. Period. Point blank, no, end of discussion. That's just simple as we can get it. You're going to reap what you sow, you know, and if you sow wickedness, you're going to reap the rewards of that. However, Most High choose to meet that. All right, to issue that out. That's what meet means, to usher it out, to dish out. All right. All right, so we got what Yahushua said. We got the angel talking to Ezra. Now let's go to Exodus chapter 17. We're gonna go into a demonstration. We're gonna go into an example of what obedience can get you. Exodus chapter 17. Start with verse 8. If you can let somebody else read too. If you can, if you're tired of reading. Levi back there. Let Levi read. You got Mike back there, don't you, Levi? Yeah. Let me get Exodus 17 and 8. Baba Kasha. Start with verse 8 anyway.
Exodus 17, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then came Amalek.
Right.
And fought with Israel and refined him.
Uh-huh.
Verse 9. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men, and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the robe of God in my hand.
Right. So Moses is issuing instructions to Joshua, telling Joshua, look, tomorrow go out into the top of the hill and stand, and I'm gonna have the rod in my hand, and I'm gonna stand and have the rod in my hand. All right, while you go out and fight. Go ahead.
Verse 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek.
Right. Amalek, if those that don't know, just so you know, Amalek is the grandson of Esau. Grandson or great grandson? It's one of the two, but he's a descendant of Esau or Edom, who Esau's name was changed to Edom in the book of Genesis, chapter I believe that's chapter 25. All right, but they synonymous. They're the same. Esau. All right. I mean, Old Testament. This is how they are identified, by their nationality, by their name. Esau, Edom, or Idumea. So when you read Esau, Edom, or Idumea in the Old Testament, that you can color code it in your mind and just say, okay, they're talking about the so-called white man. It would be just like I'm talking about Donald Trump or the one that's in office now, Sleepy Joe. All right. Yeah, Biden. Yep. I forgot the guy's name. Sleepy Joe came up just like that. But Biden, yeah. You can picture them because that's who their descendants are. That's who they descend from. All right. We descended from Shem, which is Jacob. All right. Jacob name Jacob. Esau. Yeah, Jacob and Esau, right? And Jacob's name was changed to Israel, right?
Jacob's name was
Yeah. So Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so we descend from him, and the others descend from him. And just like we got 12 tribes, and we all don't look the same. You look, Esau have different attributes as well. All right, because they war within themselves. They you could see it clearly on Ralph's channel if you follow Captain Zaria and you follow his battles when he go on kill stream. You can see the divide right there, how they do not like the so-called little hats. I'm gonna call them the little hats. They do not like the little hats, man. They be talking crazy about the little hat, and they're the same people, man. They're the same people, but they have a disdain for them little hats. You know what I mean? They be talking crazy about them. It's just like Hitler, what he did with them with the same people in Germany. Like there's going to be internal fighting. There's going to be what you call it, sibling rivalry or something like that. Like we're going to fight against each other. Family feuds, whatever you want to title it. We're going to fight. Like this is our nature. This is our nature, and we just have to know that. Look. This is my brother. All right. This is my brother. And I'm not to go out and do anything to like, I better keep that my emotions in check, so to speak, when I'm dealing with my brother. Because you don't want to do something and then have to live with the consequences of that, either here or in the life to come. Because we do believe and teach in regeneration or what you would call reincarnation. People call it reincarnation, but when people call it reincarnation, they have a different thing in mind, because people seem to think that you can come back as a butterfly or as a bee and all this other sorts of madness. But no, that's not reality. That's some Hinduism and some Indian garbage. Like we. Yeah, come back as a cow and all kinds of garbage. Like what? Nah. This is not what the Bible teaches. They didn't get this out of the Bible. All right, they didn't get that out of the Bible at all, because the Bible doesn't teach that. The Bible teaches you're going to come back as who you were. All right, if you was a black male, you're going to come back as a black male. Period. You understand? And that's that. All right. Was that was verse 22? You read verse 22, right?
No, not yet.
Let the multitudes perish. Yeah, somebody read that. I thought that somebody read that. Go ahead, read it again. Read 22 again.
Oh, I was in Exodus 17.
Yeah, 17, and
I was in
Exodus. You said Exodus 17?
Yeah.
Oh, we read 8 through 16.
You said 18, 16?
No, we read 8. I was looking at my notes. I read the wrong thing on my notes. Salaki. So yeah. So read verse 16. Go ahead. No, use that verse 15, right?
No, I was in verse 10.
Oh shoot. Go ahead. Keep reading. Salaki.
Kind of doing kind. Verse 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek.
Right. So he obeyed. Go ahead.
And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and the state thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hand, the one on the one side,
Mm-hmm.
and the other on the other side.
So basically, they helped this brother out. They helped him out, one on one side, one on the other side, helping to keep his hand upright so that we can win this battle. Because we battling, like real lives are being lost here. Lives are at stake. And if Moses can't keep his hand up, we got to assist him in any way we can for him to keep his hand up so that we can win this battle. You understand? So that's what this is describing right here. Go ahead.
And his hand was sturdy until the going down of the sun.
So this battle was raging for hours. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And Joshua discomfited Amalek.
What that mean to you? When you read that, what did that mean to you? When it says and Joshua discomfited Amalek and his
he
people.
killed most of them.
Right. He was the victor. Right. Go ahead.
And his people with the edge of the sword.
Uh-huh.
Verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and we reverse it in the ears of Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
For our utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
He said he will what? He will utterly do what?
He will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek.
Right. So the Most High is saying he's gonna wipe these people out. This Amalek, he's gonna wipe them out. They have angered the Lord in such a way that he's gonna wipe them out completely because of what they did to the children of Israel when they was leaving Egypt. How they came through in the rear, and the vulnerable, the older, the women, the children are in the rear, bringing up the rear, and Amalek came and did a sneak attack. You understand, and killed and unalived a lot of our people. And the Most High is saying here, because of that this is the reason why Amalek has to be destroyed. This is the reason why. What I just told you is the reason why Amalek has to be destroyed. This is the reason why the Most High is saying what he's saying to Moses right now, and telling him to write this for a memorial. Look, mark my word. You ever heard somebody say, well, look, mark my word, or word is bond? Like that's the type of language, that's the type of swag the Most High was coming with. Look, mark my word. Write this for a memorial is how it said it reads. Write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. What does that mean to you all? If you read that verse 14, what would you get from that? Go ahead, young man, Kev. Pass on the mic, Baba Kaja.
Basically, the Most High is going to, destroy him to the utmost.
Yeah, right. It's not. It wasn't a trick question. Yeah, that's exactly. It means what it says. All right. He's gonna wipe them out. Exactly. And that was the Most High's plan for Amalek. But it didn't turn out that way. Did you read 16 yet?
No, not yet.
Go ahead, read it.
Verse 16. For he said, because of the Lord hath sworn.
Salaki. If you can go up 15, Baba.
15?
Yeah, 15 and 16.
And Moses built an altar and called the name Jehovah Nissi.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 16. For he said, because of the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek for generation to generation.
The Lord will have what?
War with Amalek from generation to generation.
So the Lord is declaring, look, there's no peace, there's no nothing here. We're gonna be fighting, we're gonna have war, we got beef, you the ops from generation to generation. However you want to pronounce it, however slang you want to interpret it. This is what the Lord is saying. All right. However you can get to understand what the Lord is saying, I will speak it to you. All right. These are the ops. Amalek is the ops. The white man is the ops. Esau is the ops. These other nations are the ops. They are opposition. They don't want you to get yourself together. They don't want you coming up and saying that, look, I'm Israel, rocking your shield of David in your fringes and your mitris and all that. They don't want you coming into your own swagger and your own identity and your own heritage. They don't want that. They are offended by that. They are intimidated by that when you come into your strength. That's why we must obey. We can't. That's the key to life. That's how you're gonna live, man. That's how you're gonna be above all these different nations that are above us right now, and got their foot on our neck right now, and now pressing us and are strangling us and wringing us dry for every last dime that they can wring us for. All in our communities, putting up different stores and different things. Different ways to suck us dry, to keep us in a low state. We got to shake ourselves of that nonsense and get in our right frame of mind and say, nah, we ain't going for that no more. I'm gonna support Carl Gass. I'm gonna support that. I don't want to buy no Stetson anymore. I don't want to buy no Liz Claiborne. However, whatever perfumes that are out there, Cool Water Cologne. I remember that from Snoop Dogg. Got my Johnson Baby Powder and Cool Water Cologne. I remember that. So no, we ain't talking about Cool Water Cologne and none of that other stuff. I want to get some Carl Gas. And if we choose our brother over the oppressors, that's how you build up your nation and your people. But it starts with your choice. Each one of us have a choice that we have to make. We all have a duty in this thing. We all have a direct liability and accountability that we're going to have to stand in front of the great white throne of judgment one day, in front of the Most High Power, and give account for everything that that the Most High has given us. And trust and believe that information is a lot when you speak of what the Most High has given us. He has given us the information to come back to Him, to get back in line and get back right with Him. And that's invaluable here in these last days. You can't put a dollar amount on how valuable that is to have a roadmap that gets you directly to the Most High God, the Most High Power. And we have that right here. And we have the teachers that knows how to get it from point A to point B right here in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, because that's who the Lord is dealing with. No matter whether you like it or not, that's who the Lord is dealing with. Point blank and period. All you have to do is be an astute observer and sit back and judge righteously. Like Yahweh, let me get that. Matter of fact, I believe that's John 5. Oh, hold on. We were done. Levi, we were done there, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. I believe that's John 5. Adawan just brought this out in his class. Christ said that he judged his judgment is righteous. Man, what was that? I'll find it here. No, that's gonna be. It's gonna be. Is it where he says? I had it written down. Is it 14? Where he says that that the Father's about judgment. Damn. Oh man. Well, he says the Father judges. Man, you just read that last week, I think, or week before last, and I had it written down. Where is it?
What talking about?
It's in John. What is it?
John 8:16.
I think it's 8.
If I judge, my judgment.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's it. 8, and that's what 16. Oh well, hold up. Not that's along the. I mean, it might be 38, 8 and 38. No, that's close to what he's saying. Go ahead, read that. John 8 and 30. What's that? 16. Start with verse 14 now.
John 8, verse 14.
Schlocky. Yeah, go ahead, read.
John 8, verse 14. Yahweh answered and said unto them, that I bear record of myself, yet my record is true. For I know when I came and whither I go, but ye cannot tell when I come and whither I go. Verse 15. Ye judge after the flesh.
Mm-hmm. Ye judge after the flesh, right?
I judge no man.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. And yet, if I judge, my judgment is true. For I'm not alone, but I and the Father that sent me.
Right. So Yahweh shall say, well, if I judge you, my judgment is going to be true and just because I ain't alone. I'm with the Father, and the Father sent me. And I haven't done anything but what the Father has told me to do, and I haven't said anything unless the Father told me to say it. So I'm a complete and total representative of the Father. That's why he was Yahweh Shai was answering Philip and them the way that he was answering them when they was like, well, show us the Father. He was like, I've been with you so long, like you still don't know what the Father looked like. Everything that I'm doing represents what the Father would do. My essence, my being is I'm representing my Father right now. All right, and that's just facts. Because no one else done the things that Yahweh Shai has done up to this point. healing the blind, walking on water, doing the different miracles that he was doing. Like no one else fit all the prophecies but Yahushua. So that you got to ask yourself, where does Christian doctrine come from that Yahushua or their Jesus is born of a virgin that never had sex with a man? Like, who is this fella? Who's this fella? I need you got some explaining to do. Like, who's this imposter? He's an imposter. If he came that way, he's an imposter. No, because the Yahushua, the Jesus that we should be serving, came the same way that we came, and no other way, because that's the only way man enters into the world is through the seed of their father, through the pleasure of sleep, the pleasures that come with sleep. So, like, give me now. So we read. Give me Numbers 24 and 20. I need Numbers 24 and 20 and Deuteronomy 25, 17 through 19. If we can get those two. Baba Kasha, whoever got it first can read.
You said Numbers 22?
24 and 20, Numbers 24 and 20, and Deuteronomy 25, 17 through 19.
Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And when he looked up on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Right. So this is all right. So this is a prophecy of Balaam saying that Amalek is gonna be perish forever. They're gonna be done. This actually is saying the same thing that Moses said in Exodus that we just read. Give me Deuteronomy 25, 17 through 19.
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 17. Remember that Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt.
Right. So this is Moses talking to the children of Israel, giving them a reminder. It's a friendly reminder. Look, you remember what Amalek did to us? He was coming up children out of Egypt. Go ahead.
Verse 18. How he met thee by the way and smite the hindmost.
Smoke the hindmost.
The hindmost of thee.
Meaning those that were in the back, those that were bringing up the rear, they were bringing up the end. He smoked those that were bringing up last place. He smoked those that were lagging, those that were that were behind what should I call this? The Exodus, I guess. The Exodus from Egypt. Those that were in the back of that Exodus, this is who Amalek chose to attack and smite and smoke. All right. Go ahead.
Even all that were feeble behind thee.
All that were feeble, right? Yep.
When thou wast faint and weary, he feared not God.
Right.
Therefore it shall be when the Lord thy God have given thee rest from all thine enemies around about, in the land which the Lord thy God given thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it.
So this is written in the book of Deuteronomy. This is something that King Saul absolutely should have known, and shouldn't have been any type of miscommunication in learning what the Most High wrote right here on his intentions for Amalek. And his intentions were very clear, very clear. Look, I don't want none of them remaining because they did y'all dirty. They did my people dirty coming up out of Egypt, and I'm not going to spare none of them. So that old and guess what? Guess who Amalek is today?
Jewish.
Who? Say it in the mic. Say it loud in the mic.
The Jewish people.
Right. Them same people that's in Brooklyn right now digging. We're in Brooklyn digging tunnels and all sorts of madness. Same people that are occupying our land over in Israel right now is the same people that Moses is talking about right now. That's Amalek. Amalek are the so-called little hats. They're the so-called like he said, the Jewish people. Jewish, like right? Right, because they're not the real Jews. They aren't God's chosen people. You know, they're imposters. They're fakes. They're phonies. All right, keep reading. Deuteronomy 25. Oh, you read 17 to 19? Oh, shoot. I got the wrong damn scripture. Hold on a second. I got the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. I'm slacking. All right. Yep. Now let's go to the account. 1 Samuel chapter 15. Start with verse 2. This is the account of what took place when Saul should have canceled out everyone, and he didn't, but spared some of them. And if you are attending classes online, or whether you were attending classes in person, you will in the last couple of weeks you will have heard the teachers speaking on this subject, teaching from this subject within the last couple of weeks, I believe. I believe it was Cap, or it was Cap, either Cap or Officer Tasha Young was teaching out of it. I think both of y'all touched on this subject. I touched on this a little bit, I believe. Let me get 1 Samuel 15:2. Start with verse 2. Y'all could, we're going to verse 23 so we can split up some of the reading.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel.
And we just read about what they did to Israel in the account in Exodus. Go ahead.
How he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy
and
all.
What?
Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare not them.
And spare them not. Listen, the Most High was very particular. He said, go and utterly destroy Amalek and spare them not. He said, go and utterly destroy all that they have. All that they have, and spare them not. Go ahead.
But slay both men and women, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
Now, when you get instruction to someone, I like to play. I like to play like I'm talking to a child, and I like to give instructions as if I'm talking to a child. The Most High is doing the exact same thing here. Look, I don't want no confusion in my message here. I don't want you to confuse what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you go unalive man, woman, child, suckling, ox, sheep, everything. I want you to go unalive all of it. All right? So that you don't get don't get confused in anything that I've said, because I ain't say nothing that should add confusion. I was very particular. Everything should be utterly destroyed. Nothing should be saved. Go ahead.
And Saul, verse 4. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telaim.
Telaim.
200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. Verse 5. And Saul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them.
Mm-hmm.
For ye showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came out of Egypt. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites.
What's verse 6 saying? Somebody break down verse 6 for me. What's verse 6 saying?
Basically, Saul he saw the Kenites, and he told them basically, yo, you better get up out of here because it's about to get dark for the Amalekites.
Right, it's about to go down. It's about to get ugly. Right. And what else? You got anything else? Slack.
He basically said because they showed kindness.
But he gave them a reason. He gave them a reason why he gave them the heads up. All right, I'm trying to look up who the Kenites are real quick. Give me 1 second here.
I think
verse 6.
Was like the Egyptian people.
They Egyptians. You said so they descendants of Ham.
That's how they are.
Kemet.
Yeah, like Kemet.
No, this is Kenite, not Kim. Kim is K-E-M. This is K-E-N. Can I remember the tribe of Cajun? It says. All right, so they weren't Israelites, but they were. So basically, Moses was giving them the heads up, saying, "Look, it's about to go down. I don't know what y'all dealings is with these Amalekites, but that number has been called. Look, they got an X on their back. They got a target on their backs. They got a price on their head. So we're gonna go and we're gonna do what we got to do. So I advise you to get from around these people because look, when it's on, it's on. You know what I mean? It's on, it's on. Go ahead.
Yeah, did y'all see on the news about Texas border?
See on the news about the Texas border?
Yeah, Texas.
Nah, I'm not familiar with what's going on. You heard about that one? Yeah, I'm not sure. Go ahead. Fill me in. What's going on?
Could bring like a civil war, they say.
You said what? Say it again?
Like a civil war is coming to America.
Uh-huh.
With that Texas crisis that's going on down there. Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want. You can fill me in. What's going on?
They allowed some Russian guy to come across the borders, and he said, well, he's not Russian. I want to say Arab. And he said, if you don't know who I am, you're going to know very soon who I am. And he was like, when they looked him up, he was like some type of big Islamic terrorist guy that started a lot of chaos over there. And he crossed the border with his folks.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I got to look. I'm gonna have to look that up. What's going on over there? I wasn't abreast on that. I don't watch the news that much. In case you are, I should, but I don't. I need to change that. I'll be honest with you. All right. So what verse were we on? I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through this whole account.
He was number 6.
That was number 6. All right, let me get another reader. Number 7.
Verse 7. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havana until thou cometh to Saul, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive.
And he did what?
He took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
So he did something that wasn't lawful in this objective. This objective was to utterly destroy everything, man, woman, beast, child, no matter. Everything supposed to get put to the edge of the sword. But Saul didn't adhere to those orders. He didn't obey. You know what I mean? And keep reading.
But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings, and the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly.
Right, they destroyed the stuff that should have been destroyed anyway, but that goodly stuff. Oh, that's a fatted calf right there. Nah, we're gonna say that. We're just gonna say we're gonna sacrifice it to the Lord. We're just gonna say, Lord, we're gonna sacrifice it to you so we can have that there meat, because we're not gonna waste that. Nah, that's not being obedient. The Lord didn't tell you to do that. You got to go in and do whatever the Lord tell you to do. Period. You can't do your own thing. And a lot of times we get up and you try to do our own thing. We try to go our own way. That's why we got so many damn different fake Israelite groups, because they want to break up and do their own goddamn thing. Like no, that ain't what the Lord told you to do. And until you get right, the Lord is going to continue to destroy everything that you're trying to do. Like all those different ways that you're trying to get into the kingdom. No, those ways are gonna prove to be false ways, because the Lord is going to expose every last one of them. Until he leads you, until the only way left is that one way, which is one west, right here, on the command of Junior Hana, period. Like it don't take a rocket scientist or a genius to figure this out. Like the Lord is with the ISUBK on the command of Junior Hana, period. Priests and prophets of the Lord are in this place, and you would do well to mind the priests and prophets of the Lord, to adhere and to do the things that the Lord is commanding us to do here in these last days, so that we can be a family, we can be a nation, we can gain our heritage, we can get protection from the Lord, have the Lord fight our battle, because we're doing the things that are required from the Lord. You know, and until we do the things that are required from the Lord, he's not going to fight our battles. He's not going to protect us. He's not going to come to our aid or our defense, because we're not doing right. We got to do right in order to get that. You don't just get it just because. You You got to do what's right in order to get the reward. Keep reading.
Verse 10. Then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, It repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he is turned back from following me.
He is what?
Turned back from following me,
Mm.
and have not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night.
Drop down to verse 22.
God. And Samuel said, Have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings?
Oh, Salaki. Go up to 19 verse.
God. Verse 19. Wherefore, then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord?
So now Samuel is checking Saul. He's saying like, did you really do what the Lord tell you to do? Like you really did all these things. So you're telling me. So what you're let me get this right. So what you're telling me is such, right? All right, keep reading.
Verse 20. And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's it right there. Go ahead.
And have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have bought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites.
He was so forward in his disobedience that he don't even know the foolishness of those words that came out of his mouth. I have brought Agag the king alive. What? That wasn't the mission. That wasn't the objective. Those were not in your standard operating procedures. We did not send you on a mission to do that, to save someone alive. We didn't go on a rescue mission. No, this wasn't a rescue mission. All right, keep reading.
Verse 21. But the people took of the spoil sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed.
Which what?
Should have been utterly destroyed.
Which what?
Should have been utterly destroyed.
This is Saul saying this. Oh, but the people. He's the king now, but he's the king. He's the head. But the people. They seen that stuff, the stuff that should have been utterly destroyed. They saved it alive. To burn. Keep reading.
To sacrifice unto the Lord thy God.
To sacrifice unto the Lord thy God. And what? Go ahead.
In Gilead.
Go ahead.
And Samuel said, Have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord?
Right. So what do you think the Lord will prefer? Those sacrifices and burnt offerings or obedience? What do you think the Lord will prefer? And this is just Samuel just checking Saul right now. It was like, all right, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it probably was some good eating too. But what do you think the Lord will prefer? And this is just it's a body. This is a body bag right here. Like that's a body bag. You can't do nothing with that. Saul ain't have an answer for that. Like keep reading.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
Verse 23.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and adultery.
Idolatry, yeah.
Idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
Right, because you done this thing, the Lord rejected you from being king. Slaka, read verse 24 real quick, because I want to highlight this right here.
God, verse 24. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord.
What that mean?
Listen to me.
What? Say it again.
They didn't listen.
In other words, he what?
Obeyed.
No. There you go. We in the class now. We disobeyed. He disobeyed what the Lord have said. He disobeyed. And because of that, he had rejected. Saul was rejected. He rejected from being king. And this pattern just continues throughout Israel until Yahushua our king. This pattern continues. We have bad representation, bad leadership. And it was all to meet for a purpose, you know what I mean? So that the Lord's word won't come back to him void. You understand? So that his purposes can be fulfilled. These things must come to pass. Whatever we're going through right now, know that this is going to come to an end. You understand? Put your trust and faith in these scriptures. Put your trust and faith in these laws, statutes, and commandments. Start to obey the Lord so that he can fight on your behalf. And put your trust and faith in Yahushua our King and follow his example. And he will lead us to victory. He will lead us into that eternal kingdom, into his kingdom, where he will reign with a rod of iron forever.
That's right.
You understand? Got any questions? Any questions? Just no questions. We're going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Tashian.
All right, it's the ISUPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and new sisters. When a new brother or new sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to learn and to shed themselves of the world. If you need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if you have an interest in a particular person, seek counsel from the head. Tithing, ma'asharah, means 10th in Hebrew. That's Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. That's 10% of any increase the Lord gives to you.
Right.
We got a box right here. This is where you put it.
Yeah, right.
All right. Priest fund is not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give, you may give. Up and coming holy convocation, we got the Feast of Purim. That's something that the Christian church don't do. We got the Feast of Purim where we celebrate the actions of a sister. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be February the 22nd and the 23rd right here at 202 North DuPont Boulevard. All right. If you're in Delaware, you need to get here. All right. Everybody gonna be here. You come out and enjoy your time, enjoy yourself on the feast. All right. We also had a Passover. The Passover is coming up. Listen, if you didn't pay your Passover fees, you need to pay it. If you need to make arrangements, you need to get a ride. Whatever you need to do, it's time now to get with your camp leader and find out so that you can get down there. All right. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, pants, scarf, and headband, and saying that Amidrum means to stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amidrum Shabbat, Amidrum, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Athon. What I just said was, Yahweh, in the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, bless you. Matah means arm down. Sar means to turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Amidrum means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Amidrum Shabbat, Amidrum, Barak, Yahweh Shema Athon Hashem Yahushua. What we just said was shalom, peace. In the may the Lord watch over you in the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yat Yom Matah, class dismissed.
All right.